Hey, how's it going? My name is John, and if you're like me and you have an HP Omen Transcend 16 that is struggling to demonstrate audio, this is what I'd recommend you do. So I got some steps outlined here in case your audio is not currently working. The first thing I would say to do is make sure your audio output is coming out of your laptop audio. I know this is a pretty simple fix. If you've done this, then maybe skip forward, but you want to click on this button over here and just make sure that if you click on that button, your audio output device is actually the one for your laptop. So I would check to make sure it's coming out of your speakers. If it's coming out of anything else, like right now I'm using this gaming headset right here, and that, obviously I'm using that so I can record this video, and then this right here is my monitor, and my monitor doesn't have speakers, so it's not going to work regardless. But the audio from the actual laptop would come out of here. So want to make sure to check that and make sure that that is clicked. And then after you've done, you want to go back here and just go ahead and just play with this audio button. If you hear like the Windows beeps, that means that it's working. The next thing I'd recommend you do is just to make sure that you go into your device manager and just check to see if your drivers are up to date. There are two different ways that you can do this. So if I type up device manager here, it comes up. I actually have it pulled up already for the video. And this comes up here. And then what you want to do is, you've got multiple audio options here. The main issue that I found was right in here. This Cyrus Logic Awesome Speaker Amps had a little logo above it saying that it had some issues working. And so, uh, if you see that, then chances are you're probably having the same issue as me. And regardless of what you do, even if you update your drivers, it's still going to continue. So your primary issue is probably a BIOS update issue. To update the BIOS, what you're going to do is go ahead and go into your search bar and type HP PC Hardware Diagnostics. Once you pull this up, go ahead and click yes when I ask you, if you want to give it permission. Pull this up here, and it needs your permission to be able to do, like, obviously a BIOS update is like an in-depth update, a firmware update. So you're going to come up into here. You're going to go ahead. Let me make sure both of these. You can see both of these. Yeah, so you're gonna come in over here and you're gonna click device check, and then you're gonna go ahead and click on BIOS-System Firmware Update. Click on this button right here and then run the selected test. Obviously, mine's already up to date, but if it's not up to date, go ahead and update it. And then once you update it, this will be done basically, and it'll say it's up to date, but it's not yet. You need to go ahead and restart your laptop once this finishes here. Restart your laptop, a black screen is going to come up and it's going to be requesting to update the BIOS. So go ahead and let it do that. Click continue, let it run. Once it finishes updating the BIOS, it'll bring you back to Windows, and then this should work. Everything should work and you should be able to hear things. The last thing I'll let you know is that if you hit FN and escape, that'll actually bring up this text right here, which allows you to see what BIOS you have. So if you're just interested, you want that information, click FN and escape is the function key and escape, and it'll bring this up and it'll give you more
C C
more information.
N
And so, easy way to
D
check, if
four
your audio is working. I just click
zero
that guy, and he's just gonna speak
three.
up. But yeah, that's basically it. So I hope this helps. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna save that. I hope this helps. That's what you do. If that doesn't help, I'm not really sure what else it would be. So again, just check your device manager, update your BIOS, and then outside of that, if that doesn't work, the last thing I would recommend is probably reinstall Windows and see if that works. Hopefully this helps. And more importantly, I hope you have a great day.